Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from. I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end. Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Rach.
How's it going?
It's good. It's good.
How was your weekend? You had a big weekend.
Yes.
Busy
My
weekend.
brother's married.
Yeah.
He's a husband. He's got a wife. It's fucking wild.
Are they honeymooning?
No. I don't think so.
What?
Yeah, no, I talked to him yesterday and he's back at work.
But like a delayed honeymoon?
I don't know. I haven't really heard much. I hope they will do some type of honeymoon.
Yeah,
That
that's
should be
lame.
out there. Yeah, I don't know what the plans are. Hopefully they will. They did have a nice long weekend because they rented that house by
Yeah.
the water. And I think they got to enjoy that before they had to go back to work, which is nice. But yeah, wild. I will say one thing, just want to call this out. He's my older brother. I'm the younger sister.
Okay.
I might have been a little upset when someone asked me, "Are you the older sister?" Which means that they assumed I was older. And they were asking me to confirm. And I was like, fuck.
Do you think they were just assuming that because, wait, did they know you were married?
Yeah.
Then maybe that's why they assumed that.
I think they assume that because I have
You look old as fuck.
very strong forehead wrinkles.
Yeah.
Very, very strong forehead wrinkles. The amount of expression I have used over my lifetime in my forehead.
That's good. It's good to be expressive. You
Oh,
should be
totally.
proud of those.
I'm-
Did you look them dead in the eye and say, "Is it because of these?"
I should have. I really should have. If there was a picture that someone took of me, I'll have to show you after this, that I was like, dear God, are my wrinkles that bad? And they are. They are aggressive wrinkles. It's a good thing our lighting isn't super bright because you would be able to see them from here.
Well, I think, well, it's easy for me to say this about other people, but wrinkles just show that you've enjoyed life.
You've
there
lived.
should be movement in the face. And I say that because we were watching Abbott Elementary the other day, and there's a crossover episode with the cast of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and which we also really enjoy. And a lot of the Always Sunny cast has gotten some work done. And I'm like, your face does not move. You look like photoshopped, but not in a good way. Like, not
That's
like your
rough.
makeup has been airbrushed. Like,
Oh.
rubber, you know?
Oh. Yeah, I feel like I notice that often with celebrities.
And you know what? Do whatever you want
For sure,
with
do
your
you?
face. But I also think if someone's just like, actually, I don't know. I wonder what is more stigmatized, especially in Hollywood, because I also get that they probably get a lot of pressure to like stay looking young.
Yeah.
If it's more stigmatized to like naturally age and be like, she looks old. Or is it worse to like be getting a lot of Botox and stuff and being like, your face ain't moving.
She
It
looks like she
doesn't
got
look
work done.
good.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's probably the first one.
Yeah, the age.
Like at least if
like
your
at least they're
career-
trying to stay young.
Well, yeah, I mean your career relies on it, right? And you would think with the technology nowadays, they'd be able to make them not look as like not moving.
Right. But maybe that's their request. Like
Yeah,
some people
they
just
that.
like become addicted to plastic surgery and stuff.
That's a thing. That is a thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And
I
I'm
mean,
glad that'll never happen to me because it's too expensive.
it is too expensive. Yep. Nathan has told me I'm cut off.
Yeah, from your plastic surgery?
Yep.
Okay.
I dove in there for these bad boys, and then
We haven't talked about that on the pod.
have we really not?
Yeah.
What? I could have sworn we've done an episode on that.
We did an episode on like before we took our hiatus, but it was just about how they were small.
Oh my God, we haven't talked about how I graduated out of the itty bitty titty committee?
Yeah.
Damn. All right, shit. Well, there's an update for you.
Yeah.
I think I just assumed we've already talked about it, probably because I was talking about it for so long right after I got it done.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't feel like you make the most out of them. I know they're for you,
Yeah.
and they looked great.
They do look
Are we
great.
being obvious enough? Jen got
A boob job.
Boob job. Okay, let's get into it. So
Yes.
when did you do this?
So Jen got a boob job in October of 2021, I think.
Okay.
I think that's right. Was it October? It was somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Heading into wintertime of 2021, we went and got what we've always wanted. And we did it definitely probably 5 years too late.
We meaning you and your chest?
Me and my chest.
Yeah.
Yes. The journey that we went on, me and my chest. And I don't even know if I would call it, like, I could not call them boobs beforehand. It was a chest.
Yeah.
And it's like, you weren't confident if that was a 13-year-old boy or me.
Well,
A
then they
grown
saw your
woman.
wrinkles and were like, she's definitely at least, a 38-year-old boy.
Hang on a minute. I was 30 already by the time I got him. What a miss. I will say this, if you are unhappy with your body, I guess technically anything on your body, I would say, like, try to limit it and be happy with what you do have where you have it.
Don't go overboard.
Yeah, it's not like I said, Nathan's cut me off. And I was like, she ain't
like
cutting
you
me
get
off.
one.
I'm going to get what I want to make myself feel happy. And I did. And I would say, don't wait. Because I think I waited thinking like, oh my God, but like if I get pregnant, am I going to be able to breastfeed? And like, what should I like be doing things after I do other life things? And it was like, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Do what you want. And I did it. And it was the best decision I made. A friend of mine recommended where I went. And she also was like, because she got hers done there, and she was like, pro tip, go a little bit just slightly bigger than what you see when you, like, I guess try on.
Yeah.
They put a bra in there and they put these like fake things in there. And it's like, go slightly bigger. She's like, because if you're going to get it done, you want to get it done right. And you don't want to come out of it with still small
Being like,
boobs.
oh, I wish they were bigger. Do you want to shout out where you got them done? Do you even know?
I don't actually
It
know.
was in Richmond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was literally like Richmond Plastic Surgery.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like some like non-branded.
Or like River City Plastic Surgery. That's what we like to call things in Richmond. Richmond,
City.
I care. River City, I care. Those are the two
River
things.
City Vet.
Yeah, like that is what everything is called.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
Yeah, I honestly, wow, it's been that long. I guess I don't even remember.
But I love how much you love them.
Yeah.
And to this day are so pleased with them. Not that it's been that long, but I just even remember afterwards you were like, I love these.
So much. Well, it's like you look at yourself and you see what you've always wanted to see.
Yeah.
It's like definitely one of those things where, and you know, people might think, oh, she got him for a man or whatever
Right.
it is. I mean, I was already with Nathan for a long time. And he's an ass man, so.
Yeah. Weren't you like, Nathan is like, if he had to pick a side, he would say, no, don't get them. And you're
Yeah.
like, these are for me.
Yeah, no, he was like, please do not do this.
Yeah.
He didn't want me to do it. Because
Yeah.
I think he also was part of the stuff around, like, we weren't sure how it was going to impact things for the future. We knew we wanted to have kids. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to do that or breastfeed. But that was what I was like, fuck it. You don't actually know if you're going to be able to breastfeed regardless of if you have implants.
Right. And this is something that'll make you happy for the rest of your life versus like your baby's going to get fed either way.
Yeah.
Whether it's from your titty or from a bottle. So-
Exactly. Yeah. No, best decision I ever made. Wish I would have made it sooner. Love them for me. Like Rachel said, I did not go and change my wardrobe drastically or really like get like low cut shirts.
No.
But I will say, my dress that I picked,
A deep V wedding
yes.
dress. And they look good.
gorgeous. It made me so happy when I did try on wedding dresses, like feeling like I could try anything on and it was gonna look good
Yeah.
because of my titties.
Yeah.
Like it was like, holy cow, like that was, loved that. But yeah, dresses now, even my bridesmaid's dress that I wore this weekend, they looked amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
They just are so pretty.
It's interesting to think of like, women who identify as women getting breast implants and being like, that is also gender affirming care.
Oh yeah.
Like you are
can say that.
like, I didn't feel like how I should feel.
Yeah, no, I didn't want my body didn't look the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
I wanted real tits, not those little mosquito bites.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I would have been happy. Like, it's not like I was unhappy with my life or
Yeah.
like my body beforehand. It's just, I'm just so much happier now.
Yeah.
I went from happy to happiest.
Now, can I ask you, like, I know we've chatted about this now 5 years ago,
Oh,
but
God.
for the citizens, like, are you willing to get into, like, oh, this is how long the process took. This is how much it cost me.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember all the details. I feel like the cost-wise, it was less than $8,000, which I know that sounds like a lot. But for me, I was happy to spend that money.
Yeah.
I will say it fucking sucked post.
The
Like
healing
immediately,
process.
yeah, the healing process was miserable. Like the first day, and you're swelling. So you have swelling.
You're swelled.
You're swelled, and so I was like, "Fuck, they're huge. They're way too big. I did not want
remember
them that
that.
big."
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being like, "Oh my god!"
And even though they're like, they will go down, you're like, but what if they don't?
what if they don't? Like, I was terrified that they just were not what I wanted at all. And then like you just can't, it's not comfortable, and it does hurt.
Yeah.
They hurt for a while. I don't
How
remember.
long were they sore for?
I remember my my friend's mom, who I talked to about it. She got hers done during Christmas time, and it snowed, she said, and she was like out shoveling snow 2 weeks later. Not me. Not me at all. I was like a solid month.
Maybe you're a slow healer.
I might be.
Because, like, with your knee and stuff.
Oh yeah, 1.5 years still in therapy.
Yeah.
So I think I told someone the other day that I've been there for 3 years, and I was like, that I just doubled my timeline apparently.
Like, thank you for being a loyal customer.
I don't know why I was like, I've been here forever. I have not been here that long.
I do remember one evening you called me and were like, can you come over and bring in my groceries?
Oh my God, yeah. Nathan had gone out. I don't remember what it was, and the groceries were late.
Yeah.
Or earlier, one of the things. And I was like, I can't get them. Help me, please. And I appreciated that.
Yeah, and I just need you all to know, she was like, I hate to do this. Can you please come and bring in my groceries? And I think it was like a weekday, and I was definitely in my probably pajamas.
Yeah.
But I'm like, of course. And I come over, and I want to say it was like a frozen cheesecake and like 2 things of cookies. Like, it was not like groceries for the week.
No, it was groceries for Jenn recovering.
Yeah.
First of all,
I was like, this is hilarious. Just
that is how I recover.
It also would have been, I don't know. I honestly feel like if you had been like, I mean, regardless, I would have done it. But to be like, I feel like shit, and I ordered myself things to feel better, and they arrived at the wrong time, and I can't even pick them up. And I was like, girl, I got you. But just being like, our groceries for the week have arrived.
Groceries.
And
well, you know.
I do think it was 2 cheesecakes.
It might have. Cheesecake's my go-to, and cookies are my go-to.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. I love cookies and cheesecake. But to be confident. Oh, yes. I just said to be confident. I meant to clarify. I don't like cake cookies. We've talked about that briefly, I think. No cake cookies, because I don't like cake. I want a fucking cookie.
Right, but that's what
and
the cookie cake is. There's no cake involved. It's just like a large cookie that people slice up like a cake, and there's some frosting on it.
No, the texture of cake cookies.
But they're chewy. I love a cookie. Well, wait.
They're not
chewy. Oh, wait.
We're
okay, I'm talking about cookie cakes.
Oh, yeah. No, cookie cakes are great. I'm talking about a cake cookie, which is like crumble trash.
Okay. Hot take, which
Trash.
actually isn't a hot take, but I told you in our little thread that Skylar and I had crumble. I was like, why did we go to Crumble? It's because I had a doctor's appointment, and she listened to my heart rate, and she was like, have you been working out? Because your resting heart rate has improved. And I was like,
Treat
what?
yourself.
Thank you. Let's go to Crumble.
See? That's
and
like
it
a
was
normal
not
thing.
good.
It was not good. Not good. I don't know if that is actually a hot take. I think the world is realizing that Crumble sucks.
But, okay.
Well, there might be people that like a cake cookie.
They're also,
Just none of them are here.
like 600 calories a cookie. So
What?
I just feel like that should be a like dense, moist cookie.
I don't like the sound of it. I just don't. I mean, I remember like those cake cookies you can get from the grocery store that have icing, and then I used to take all the icing off. and just eat the cake. And the mouthfeel is miserable because it's dry as fuck.
Oh, wait. Okay. Are those the ones I'm imagining like a vanilla looking cookie?
Yep.
And then there's just like yellow frosting on top with some sprinkles. I hate those cookies.
Yes, that is a cake
They
cookie.
look like they're going to be good.
They're not.
They're not.
They're not at all. Not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am very passionate about my cookies, but we got there because that is also my comfort food.
Yeah. And also, Jenn has big boobs.
And I have boobs.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I like sometimes forget that they are also big. When you think about boobs, because in my mind I didn't have boobs before.
Yeah.
Just my little itty bitty titty, and then I got like these feel normal to me, which is great that they feel normal. Whereas like I'll see some women and I'm like, holy shit, she's got big, huge boobs.
Yeah.
But like, I just have boobs now.
Well, and that's nice because I wish mine are smaller. And I talk about getting a reduction and a lift. A friend of mine got a reduction. And so when they're also in there, they're like, yeah, we'll perk them up. And she just has like now these beautiful C's.
Yeah.
That sit up on their own. And I'm so envious.
When we were trying on dresses, wasn't it the lady that was helping us with the dresses that said she wants a reduction or she got a reduction?
And she
I can't remember if she got it or wanted it.
Yeah. One or the other.
I hope she's gotten it by now. If she
I
didn't.
also think that I realized so many people have breast augmentations.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And like just
booming business, baby.
So many people have like work done that you just don't know.
Yes. That's the best part about them.
Yeah. Now with a breast reduction, my friend who got them, all she had to do was pay for the hospital stay.
That's amazing.
Because the doctor...
insurance?
The doctor she worked with was like, it is my goal for anyone who's getting a reduction to work with insurance to be like, this is medically necessary. Because honestly, I'm sure there are people who get reductions just for aesthetic purposes. But honestly, if you have a large chest, it's hurting your back. Even it like... And so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a medical need.
Yes. I mean, I can't really, I don't know, because I don't have those things. But I'm glad that they do that.
What were things that you noticed afterwards? Were you like, oh, I'm running into walls, or I'm putting my shirt on, and you're like, oh no, I hit my boob? Or you're in the shower and you're like, I have to wash under these things.
Well, it's nice because they sit up pretty well.
Yeah.
So I don't really have, like, I feel like we've talked about this before, that you could, like, hold stuff in there.
Yeah.
But since they sit up pretty well, I don't really have, like, a ton of fold over.
Sure.
I don't know what the right way to say that is.
Breast foldage.
Yeah. But I think one of the things I remember noticing was my side boob.
Oh.
I was like, oh, shit.
We have a friend who's very jealous of your side boob.
Very. And I'm like, thank you. It makes me feel good because I think I got a bathing suit one time that was like intended to show side boob.
Yeah.
And it looked so good, but Nathan was like, way too much boob. He's like, your
really?
boob. Yeah. He was like, your boobs look great, but he's like, the side boob was there. Like, It looked so good. He's like, you might as well just put a nipple cover on. He's like, my imagination and the amount of boob that you're showing, because it's like, it sticks out.
Yeah.
Like the good amount. Like, it looks good, but it wasn't what I was going for.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get these to show other people. But I do.
Right. But you don't.
I mean, yeah.
Actually, I don't think I've seen them in a bathing suit.
Oh, shit.
Wait, no, I have. Kai's hot tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, and I was like, and I wore, I can't, like, I definitely don't wear, like I think about the types of bathing suits I used to wear, and they were definitely, like, the little triangles.
Yeah.
that I'm sure women wear when they have big boobs, but I didn't have a boob, so I was, like, with the tiny little thing.
I'm just covering my nipples up.
Yeah, but now that I have boobs, I don't wear those because I feel like I need the support. I don't, because they sit up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I have, but, like, I don't know, for some reason, it's like I don't want to show.
Yeah.
I don't want to show these things.
And that's your prerogative.
It's just, oh my God, I love that I used to wear so many padded bras.
Yeah.
padded bras.
I remember I didn't
nonstop.
believe that your boobs were that small.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, because I wear padded bras at work.
Everywhere I went, I would have padded bras. Those were my go-to thing. And I remember being younger and thinking that, like, I don't want to, like, hook up with the guy or whatever it is, because the second we go home, he's going to take the bra off and be like, where'd they go?
Yeah.
What happened here? And it was...
Honestly, at that point, any guy's like, I don't care. Here I am.
They don't care.
Yeah.
It was all me, like 100% me. But although
But I
guess,
get that if it's an insecurity you have,
yes,
then
very much so.
it's anything. I hear people say like, oh, well, I don't like my belly rolls. And so I don't want to, like, I was scared to take my shirt off. And men are like, we do not care.
Don't care.
Like, we are
At that
about
point...
to have sex with you. Like, we
Shut
are
up.
winning.
Yes. And it's I do think my insecurities around that, though, did prevent me from being a little bit more promiscuous.
Yeah.
Good word. Like I might have been a little whore had I had these things all along. I say that.
I like the idea of you getting them and being like, Nathan, I need to go on a rumspringa
Rumspring.
and
Oh, that's funny.
let these babies breathe, you know?
Yeah, let them loose. Let them fly. See how they do in the wild.
Yeah. Two of my best friends from high school, like we were best friends in middle school, and they both had very small chests, and they were like, oh yes, we're the president and vice president of the itty bitty titty committee.
Yep.
One of them never grew a chest. The other one has like double G's.
What the fuck?
I'm like, you were out of the club.
I hope she kicked her out real quick. It's jealousy of why we kick you out, but
Yeah.
oh man, yeah. Damn, that's so wild. I remember being in like middle school and thinking like, when are mine gonna grow in? Or high school and being like, when are mine gonna grow in? And then getting to college being like, when are mine gonna grow in?
Well, time's a ticking.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Mother Nature, let's get a move on.
Yeah, it just wasn't meant for me.
Yeah.
So it was, or at least naturally it wasn't meant for me.
Yeah.
But
Financially it was though.
thank goodness for where we are today and
Yeah.
the capabilities.
And they are the perfect size.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with them. I wear a lot of black, so you can't tell. But I also now got rid of all of my push-up bras, and I only wear bralettes.
I think for a year after, you would walk around cupping your boobs. Actually, I think you still kind of do that. You regularly
Yeah.
hold them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a fun thing to do. You're
Sure.
like, look at these.
Which is really funny because guys will be like, gosh, if I had boobs, I feel like I'd just play with them all day. And I'm like,
would.
we don't do that.
No.
Except Jen.
We do.
Jen does.
When you've never had them and you get them, you're like, wee! What are these things doing? That's so funny you say that, because I remember, I can't remember who it was at this point. But when we were talking about one night, like, man, if I had like a dick between my legs, I feel like I would just be like playing with
swinging it around.
Yeah, like helicopter, like trying to figure out what the fuck. I would fucking play with it all the time.
But I do think after 15 minutes, I'd be like, get this out of here.
Well, see, I don't know. Now that when I did this and into how frequently I still do
But
it.
yours aren't like, like saggy and stuck to your skin. Like dicks get like sweaty and stuck to the leg, don't they? I mean, I guess you're wearing like boxers and stuff. I would want it tucked away in a little pouch.
Yeah.
Don't they have boxers like that?
They do. Nathan hates them.
Okay.
Because it's just...
He does. He likes to be free.
He likes to be
like,
free.
honestly, boxers, just like loose boxers, what an awful thing for men.
Apparently not.
Like, I would want not the undies, but like
the tidy whities?
the boxer briefs.
Yeah, that's also
I want to
attractive
feel
looking.
secure, because
Apparently not. I'm telling you, it more feels restrictive than actually free.
interesting, and obviously, and it depends on the penis.
It does depend on the man
person attached to the penis. Because I think like, I have a larger chest, and I have friends who do as well, and they're like, gosh, as soon as the workday is done, I'm ripping off my bra. I just want to be free boobing. Whereas I like for the girls to be supported, because I don't want them like sticking in my skin.
Yeah.
And then when I'm walking around the house, I feel like they're just weighing me down.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
And that's probably like a boxer bra
brief
type scenario.
I can see the comparison there. I definitely feel like I never had the feeling of wanting to just rip my bra off when I got home, because then I would lose my boobs.
You're like, no, I need to keep this puppy on.
It's like I just kept it on forever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have push-up sports bras?
No. Or at least I didn't.
Is that a
wear
missed
any.
opportunity?
They definitely have padded, like the padding that you can get in sports bras.
Yeah.
They have. Wait, they do. They have. Yeah. No, they do. I think at least.
I guess maybe that's what I'm saying. Like padded sports bras.
Yeah, it has like a pad in it.
But like to give you a chest.
In college, I remember I didn't think I looked good enough in my uniform. And so I liked wearing the ones that had like some like extra padding.
Right. Or it already came with some sort of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's usually typically from the padding, like that they would have. Now I went through. Now when I buy a sports bra, I rip out those pads.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this doing? This is. I don't need this.
I feel like I have never enjoyed having larger boobs because I've never been like, oh, I want to like show them off and stuff, and I love the people who do. Like, good for them. But I've never really thought about like, I've been like insecure that they're too big. But honestly, I am lucky in that like I don't have like giant, like you see some women out there, I'm like, how are you living with
Massive.
those? But then the opposite side, like you, of being like, I have nothing.
Yep.
And feel so insecure about that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. Nathan thought it was going to be a launch pad of like, that's part of
like
his
once
concern.
You get one tattoo, you immediately get more.
Exactly. And I think that is potentially a thing with plastic surgery too. But he was just like, that's why he was very much like nothing else.
Yeah. Would you even, is there anything else that you'd be like, yeah, I would do that?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, before I got my boobs, I still loved being naked.
Yes, you've always loved being naked.
I loved being naked. And it was definitely one of those things where it's just like I don't know. I feel like I actually was really only doing it for myself, and that made me feel
Which
good.
is the best reason.
I mean, I would say whatever reason you have to do it, do you. But just do it.
I don't know. If you're feeling shamed into getting them, then
I
don't want you to do that.
That's a fair point. No, if someone's pressuring you.
Do you remember that billboard?
Yeah, fuck that. Just
in
a
Richmond,
little,
just a little lipo.
Just a little lipo.
Every time Skylar and I would pass, we would look at each other and be like, it's just a little lipo.
That's literally what Nathan and I have said to each other, because we both even went the same way to work. Worked in the same area. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I want to do just a little lipo now. I see it every morning.
Like, it's just a little bit.
It's just a little. Non-invasive.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah.
And then I say that. That was also the best thing. When I went to my consult, at the time I was like, oh, I think I want them to be natural. So let me ask about it was like newer at the time.
Unnatural?
Well, because like I have a pouch of.
Right, but I'm like, are they putting like it's made of grass versus silicone?
No, what's more natural is apparently nowadays you can get fat transferred from one area of your body.
Oh, yes, and you didn't have enough fat.
And I was like, tell me that again.
Right.
Tell me more.
And then did you go to Crumble Cookie?
I should have. No, I should never do that because it's trash.
Red Eye Cookie's good.
Red Eye Cookie or Insomnia Cookie.
I don't know if I've ever had Insomnia.
Honestly, the best fucking cookies, if you're willing to spend, and yes, I'm going to tell you what I've done. One time, I don't regret it. If you're willing to spend $150 on a dozen cookies,
oh my,
I recommend Last Crumb. It is California based, but now they have an East Coast spot too.
Is this where you got your wedding cookies? How did you?
No.
When did you buy 100 cookies?
I bought 12 dozen or 1 dozen cookies, so 12 cookies.
Okay.
And I spent $150 on them. Yeah. I mean, the cookie was like.
Hold on.
That.
What? Just because you or having a craving? Like, what was the
Well, one,
precipitous
their
moment?
marketing was great. So good job, marketing department, for Last Crumb.
Okay, I actually feel like I remember this now. This was in like the last few years, wasn't it?
Yeah, this has been. I can't.
Was
I
it like
don't-
during COVID?
Yeah, I think
And you were
it
like,
was
I need
during
some
COVID.
joy.
Yes, I think it was during COVID, and but yeah, their marketing got me. But also, like, I love cookies.
Yeah.
It's top tier dessert. And I can't remember if it was like, I'm gonna do this for my 30th or like whatever it was, but I did it for like a big thing,
Yeah.
and I was like, and I don't regret it.
Good.
Like, I've looked multiple times to spend another $150.
You should.
They are the best fucking cookies
You should.
in my life.
And invite me over.
Yeah, because we split each one in half. They're big enough to where
I feel like maybe you did let me try one, but I don't know. You're
I know
historically don't let me try things.
I can be kind of a bitch about that.
You heard it here first, citizens.
Last Crumb, though, I wish that they would sponsor me, because I will go around the world talking about those cookies.
I'll tag them in this.
They're the fucking best cookies. I've had a lot of cookies in my lifetime.
Now, were they so expensive because like shipping them from California, like, or are they normally like, 12 cookies is $100?
I think they're normally like that. I don't know if it was just shipping from California.
Okay.
Yeah, worth it. And there was this.
I didn't know if there was some like fresh, so they're freshly baked. We overnight them from the West Coast, and that adds $50 or something.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Worth it.
Okay.
I've tried a lot of cookies. I've tried cookies that were raw in the middle. There was like one influencer when I was on it socials who like started back. I think it was Bang Cookies. Bang Cookies, trash.
Okay.
If you're comparing anything to Last Crumb, it's trash.
Now, what is your top prepackaged cookie?
Ooh, a top prepackaged cookie?
Yeah, your go-to. So I'm thinking like your Oreos, your Chips Ahoy, your Chips Ahoy, chewy versus not.
First of all,
chewy.
Chewy's trash. Chips Ahoy
What other
Chewies are
cookies
disgusting.
are there? I can only think of now those two prepackaged cookie brands.
Oh, I mean, you've got the
Nabisco. Oh, those fudge stripes.
Mm-hmm. Those are pretty
I love
quality.
those.
Prepackaged cookie, man, that's a tough one because
Or like a frosted animal cracker. That's a cookie.
oh, sure, well, it's a cracker.
Now that's how they got you in marketing. We're like, we're feeding our kids these crackers. Yeah, they're cookies.
Sweet cracker.
It's a sugary cracker.
It's a sugary cracker. I don't. So, Mrs. Fields has some good ones.
Oh, with Tate's.
Tate's is pretty good. That's actually because I feel like if I'm going prepackaged, I want crunch.
Okay.
Like, I'm not expecting a warm, gooey, fresh out the oven
Sure.
cookie. I'm expecting crunch.
Okay.
Crunch.
Crunchitize me, Captain.
Crunch it. Oh my
Crunchitize me
god.
cookie.
Now I want Captain Crunch.
Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisps. Oh, that was
not
also
a cereal staple in my home. But Captain
so
Crunch
trash.
was.
Cookie Crisp is so trash. When you like cookies, it's not a cookie. In a cereal, it's just not. Yeah, no, prepackaged cookie, I would have to
Oh,
say.
you could also throw the Girl Scouts in there.
Whoa.
Because you can also, which I don't agree with, I think you can buy those in stores now.
Oh.
But even if you can't, actually, you know what? They're a separate category.
Yeah.
They're a specialty cookie.
They also need to stop fucking changing shit.
Yeah.
Like, there are cookies that you
You
guys
hear
come
her,
out
Girl
with.
Scouts?
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Get it together, children. It's more the corporation. But like,
no, let's blame the little girls.
right? They keep changing the cookie. They're like, well, as long as we keep these fucking Samoas and Thin Mints, everything's fine. But honestly, they fucking change things too much.
That was a crotch shot.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, we might have to bleep that out.
Shane.
That's how I feel about it. I feel like they need to stop changing the cookies there.
Okay. Well, I got you distracted. The question at hand, favorite grocery store cookie?
Now, today, my favorite grocery store cookie would be the Oreo Thins.
Ooh.
Because don't fuck a cookie up with all that cream in the middle. Double stuffed psychopaths. Get out of here.
I don't think we've ever agreed more. Because Oreo, no question.
Yeah.
And just the classic Oreo.
Yep.
None of this. I mean, granted.
Oh, I do love the lemon ones.
The lemon ones are good. The vanilla ones are good. But I don't need that.
I don't need it.
Okay? I don't need red velvet Oreo.
Oh.
But like the thins are good. But the double stuff, pass. No, thank you.
It's trash.
One year, I'm sure I've told this to you before, my mom brought some like specialty of the moment Oreos to the beach, and they were 4th of July Oreos. And I thought they just had like red and blue sprinkles in there because America.
Yep.
And I took a bite and I hear all this like in my mouth. They were Pop Rocks. They were firework Oreos.
Oh, fuck.
It was very upsetting. I did not care for it. Oreo.
I heard they have a really good s'mores one right now. Also, I might have just, because right now I get my news from my news feed on my Google Pixel phone.
Okay.
So it's whatever. That's my foray into socials sometimes. And there was an article one time or something that popped up on that feed that said Selena Gomez to come out with an Oreo cookie.
Okay, celebrities are coming out with a cookie. There were some celebrity.
But I like Selena Gomez. So.
I also do. That came out, and so Skylar got some because he heard they were good, and I just thought they were fine.
Didn't like them.
But it's like McDonald's. It's like they're all having their celebrity orders and stuff. I'm also going to say, I don't think you reading your news feed is social media. So I think you're okay.
Well, it's the closest thing I've got.
Sure. I was like, it's good to be informed.
And they throw me things like that every once in a while.
Yeah, like fart walks.
Yeah, clickbait, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would say it's an Oreo right now. And honestly, it's funny that I say that. I think I've moved into Oreo for my store-bought solely because I just don't expect a store-bought cookie to match my requirements for a cookie. And Oreo almost doesn't even feel like it fits the cookie criteria enough to where I can say store-bought.
Oreo and milk. Milk's favorite cookie.
Oh my God, I know. I'm going to say this. Cody, BFF, work BFF.
Okay.
Was trying to convince people, I actually think it worked because we did try it, that if you use water, if you don't have milk,
ew,
and if you soak it with water, it tastes just as good.
That's disgusting.
And honestly, you should try it. I will advocate for his promotion of watered down Oreos because it makes them soft, but the flavor is all Oreo.
Well, yeah, it's not like you're getting a big hit of milk.
I'm just saying, for those of you who don't have milk, afraid to drink your milk.
But you know what I don't want to do? Drink my glass of water.
You don't drink
post eating my Oreos. But you know what I do want to do with milk?
Rinse it under the sink.
Is I want to finish my glass of milk with the Oreo crumbles. That is where I'm like, drinking your Oreo residue water.
Well, you don't do that.
But with
he runs
your
it
milk,
underwater, like under the faucet. Yeah, you do, and it tastes good sometimes. Although I say, what my favorite. Oh my God, I'm a cookie freak. We went from boobs to cookies. What a transition. But I will say, I am obsessed with taking a glass of milk while the cookies are in the oven and putting it in the freezer so that it gets super, super fucking ice cold.
Okay.
And then taking those hot cookies right out of the oven. And I don't dip. I eat the cookie and then I swallow a couple swallows of milk. And it is the best. It's the best way to eat a fucking cookie.
Gosh, I'm actually kind of upset with you that you don't have freshly baked cookies downstairs for us right now.
I wish I had like fresh dough ready to just go in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
All right. Boobs and cookies.
Boobs and cookies. It is a good combo.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Free the nipple.
Yeah. Free the cookie.
Free the cookie.
Well, citizens, we always want your commentary. Let us know your thoughts on boobs. I don't know. But your thoughts on cookies.
Thoughts on cookies. And also thoughts on boobs, you know? Happy to talk boob talk.
Sure, but don't be gross about it. Like if you're going to be a guy who's like, "Yeah, I love boobs," then like don't do that. Yeah. Be respectful like the feet people.
We like them. That's true.
And yeah, we'll see you next week. Ta-ta, citizens.
Love ya. What was that?
It was scraping against the...
I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it sounded haunted.
I cannot believe we haven't talked about that.
I know.